Hey, what is going on, beautiful people out there on YouTube? Welcome to the video. My name is Brando Olenek, and I really appreciate you for coming by and checking out this conversation. I'm going to really talk about how to go from a stressful lifestyle, stressing at work, stressing about, life situations and circumstances, to being able to have a stress-free life. And I want to just tell you up front here, there's a lot of ways to go about this, but ultimately, guys, yes, it can happen in an instant. Yes, it can happen just by making a decision that you're going to be more happy, but sometimes there's just a little bit more to it. Sometimes, the idea of, doing affirmations or using like the law of attraction or things of that nature, reading books, watching positive movies, sometimes, it just doesn't motivate you and push you over that edge where you can remain stress-free every single day. And it takes a habit to form, all right? It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy, all right? But it's a habit you need to form. And to give you guys a little bit of perspective on this, a year and a half ago, before I was able to build a full-time income business on the internet, I was working as a baker in a restaurant, and I was so stressed out. I was stressed to the max, actually, because I had worked in this restaurant and I had no intentions in staying there longer than a year. I was there a year and a half as a dishwasher, got promoted to a baker. Year two came around and I was frustrated. I was fumigating mad because I didn't want it. I had a high school diploma. I graduated high school. I graduated for a couple years then, and I didn't bother going to college or university. I didn't see it as something that, I wanted to really do. And I knew online business was something that could be the key to unlocking the hidden door to freedom for me, where I could do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, not have a boss. And to me, imagining that, it decreased my stress. But then again, as it decreased my stress, because I was trying to build a business online, it increased my stress level because everything I tried, it wasn't working for me. I was making money at this job that I absolutely dreaded, didn't enjoy, and it was just really stressful. Having more month than at the end of the month than money, it just sucked. And what happened was, guys, I decided to change my habitual pattern. I actually came across a person who was building, after 2 years of failing with online business, I came across a person who was building a business online in a specific way where they weren't talking to their friends and family, they weren't doing meetings, they're actually having a life at the same time. And because they were doing that, I began to ask them what they were doing. They told me that it was more of a mindset shift that they had to make than it was the mechanics and the how-to strategy. And they shared with me the mindset that they had to shift from, being skeptic to being very stressed out at their work, to being, not stressed, being able to live life to the fullest. And what they did was they created a habit every single day. And I looked at my habits, okay? And when I looked at my habits, I realized why I was stressed. And this is the best part to become stress-free when it comes to your life. Whether you're in a business, whether you're not, all right? Whether you want to start a business or whether you don't. If you want a stress-free lifestyle, all right, you need to know this, because first it comes down to identifying what you stress about. You need to know what makes you stressed. Why does it make you stressed? And if you have to pause this video and write some things down, pause the video and ask yourself the question, what makes you stressed out? For me, it was my work. For me, it was a boss telling me what to do and how to do it. For me, it was seeing other people living this dream lifestyle of making an income but traveling, having a life at the same time. Not that they didn't have to put in work. They had to bust their butt to get there. But it was this just lifestyle of them having what I wanted and I didn't have it. That stressed me out. Okay, and it stressed me out that I didn't have that yet. And because I identified what I was stressing out about, driving to and from work, an alarm clock in the morning, all right, waking up in the morning exhausted and, thinking about the day and how bad it was going to be, I decided to identify it and eliminate it right away. All right? So after I identified it, I eliminated it. How did I eliminate it? I set myself up for a goal. So after you identify what stresses you out, eliminate it by setting yourself up a goal. What's your goal? Your goal can be, I'm going to be, healthy every single day by doing a run every day, all right? You need to have a goal that you have to commit to on a daily basis. For me, it was I was going to be successful building a business online. My goal on a daily basis was to, instead of focus on the negative and stress out over what my situation currently is, start thinking about the things that I don't yet have as if they were already accomplished, like quitting my job, like, you know, being able to travel and not worry about money, being able to not have a boss telling me what to do. So every single day I would get up in the morning, and instead of stressing how crappy my day was going to be, I started to get excited in the morning. I started to get up earlier. I started to go for runs. I started to create a habit and a pattern of thinking and writing down the way I was feeling about the day before it even started in the morning, of, you know, quitting my job. And I'd write it down and, you know, visualize and taste and smell it, touch it, hear it with all my senses of just, you know, how I was going to quit my job, when I was going to send the email, how I was going to approach my manager after they read the email. And I started to feel really good. And guess what? My stress level went down. Even though I was still working the job, even though I still wasn't being successful online, my stress levels went down because I set myself up for a goal and I was fixated on that goal. I was fixated on it. And that is what motivated me to start pursuing, after about 30 days, to start pursuing on the how-to of how to actually build a business online. Because after I created that habit every single day, getting up in the morning, and thinking every single moment of the day when I had free time, you know, the idea of being successful online, the idea of building a business, having a life at the same time. When I started to do that, after 30 days, guys, I believed I could do it. And what happened was I started to take action, and it took me no less than 90 days, give or take 3 months, to create a full-time income business working part-time on the internet. And I share that with you not to impress upon you that you're going to do the same, all right, but to share with you that if you want to have a stress-free lifestyle, you need to identify why you're stressing out, okay? It can happen in an instant to make a decision that you're not going to stress anymore, but you need sometimes motivation. So identifying what you're stressing about, okay, eliminating it by setting yourself up, the third thing, which is a goal, all right, and making that goal a habit every single day, day in and day out, day in and day out, making sure that you're pursuing it every single day, and start off in baby steps and increments, all right, and that will motivate you because your focus and your energy goes where your focus goes, right? So when you're focusing on positive outcomes, positive things, all right, you're not focusing on what you're stressing about, the lack of something in your life, all right? You're focusing on what you're going to get, where you're going to be, and that can decrease your stress level. And if it worked for me, guys, it can definitely work for you in any aspect of your life. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's been a lot of fun talking with you. If you'd like to learn more information about building a business and income through the internet, if you're coachable, trainable, willing to learn and work, you want to learn how to use the same system I've been able to use, connect with me on my site. The link is down below. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll personally connect with you guys there, and I'll see you guys on the beach of the world. Take care.